Work Matters at the Library is a national programme that supports business and employment in three key areas: job seekers, those looking to change career, and new, small and micro businesses. The programme aims to bring library customers and the general public together with agencies and organisations who provide services and expertise. For those who are currently job seeking, preparing their CVs or getting ready for aptitude tests or interviews, the library has access to physical and online resources to aid them in their journey. All of these resources will be listed below and at the end of the video. My name is Laura Keane and I am from Matrix Recruitment Group. I'm here to guide you through some of the key stages when looking for a job. There's 6 videos in this series, and if you require any further information throughout, please get in touch and we'd be happy to help. Let's get started. Hi there, my name is Laura Keane and I'm from Matrix Recruitment Group. Today we're going to look at top tips to help you pass your aptitude test. Looking first at, why we even take aptitude tests. They are to understand the abilities of the participant. The employer will be looking for, what's your weaknesses and your strengths, and then hopefully they will then utilise them in your employment. There's a couple of different types of aptitude tests. There's verbal reasoning, numerical reasoning, and inductive reasoning. So I suppose you could, in a particular aptitude test, you could just do a verbal reasoning test, you could just do a numerical reading test, or you could just do an inductive reasoning test. Or the test that you are participating in could be all three combined. So when looking to how do you prepare for an aptitude test? It's quite the unknown. You don't really know what you're going into. So it is difficult to prepare, but I've put together some points here that might help. One thing that I would suggest is to ask the employer who's facilitating the aptitude test, what kind is it? So like the three aptitudes there that I just mentioned, maybe try and find out which one you're going to be participating in, and then practice that particular one. So then I suppose by practicing, you can familiarise yourself with the language that's used in the questions. Aptitude tests are designed to be quite tricky. It's not an easy test. It's designed to maybe catch you out in little areas. So it's really, really good idea to get familiar with the language that's used before going to sit the actual aptitude test. Another really important tip to remember is to ask how long you're going to have to complete this aptitude test. If we'd say it's 15 minutes, they're usually 10 to 15 minutes. But if, for example, it's 15 minutes you have, when you're practicing, just stick to that 15 minutes. You will get into the habit of completing it within that time frame, and it's a really good practice to take part in. Then I suppose if you're going to be taking the test online, make sure that you have an area set up in your house that you're not going to have any distractions, your phone is off. Also as well, it can be, a lot of people can, get help from friends and family and be Googling as they're doing the test. Look, there's no one to stop you doing that, but I just would not recommend it. Because at the end of the day, the results then will be skewed. If you're getting help from someone, the results will not be accurate. It will not just be from you. And you're kind of setting yourself up for a fall then. A top tip that I would suggest, treat the aptitude test like an interview. If you're going to sleep the night before your aptitude test, think, I have an interview tomorrow, I'm going to get a good night's sleep, I'm going to get up early, have a good breakfast, make sure that you have everything set up, that you're going to arrive on time. Also as well, make sure to listen really, really carefully as the instructions are being given out. Taking the actual test. So depending, you could be doing it at home, like I said, online, or you could actually be going into a business or a facility to take the test in person. Work quickly and accurately through the test. Really focus on the questions. Read them carefully. Don't get stuck. If you're looking at a question, you're like, I can't understand that question. That's okay. Skip it and come back to it at the end. Try and divide your time evenly between each question. Don't give one more attention than another. I would be suggesting maybe 30 seconds max per question. If you can't complete the question in 30 seconds, move on. You can come back to it at the end. Like I said already, these tests are designed to be difficult, and if you don't get all the questions answered, that's fine. The questions that you do answer will be taken into account for your overall mark. Just one point that I wanted to make was if you are familiar with a certain type of calculator, if it's not a standard calculator, bring that calculator that you're comfortable with you, or have it with you when you're at home doing it online, because otherwise you will have to use the one that they provide. Again, answer as many questions in the time that's given, and if you don't get to answer them all, that's fine. Here are some links that I've provided where you can actually take aptitude tests online. I would definitely suggest you engage with these if you have an aptitude test coming up. Again, just find out what aptitude test you're going to be taking, and these links will break it down into the 3 different areas like I mentioned earlier. Find out how long you have to do the aptitude test and stick to that time when you're practicing. So that's the end of this video, and the next video is the ultimate interview guide. So if you require any further information about aptitude tests, you can check them out here on Waterford Library, Work Matters at the Library, Matrix Recruitment, and any of us there would be delighted to help you. Thank you.